Welcome back to City Skylines. Today is finally the day we're gonna build the university campus. But first, I must take you through the changes. If you do want to skip through the changes and recap that happened between the parts, there are some YouTube video chapters that you can skip ahead to when we get to the actual campus. So it might be a while. These recaps usually take a little bit of time. So we'll go through all that stuff now. I guess where to start? I'm going to start over here, over by the university campus. I'm going to unpause. So I have added in this new road, which sort of bypasses this section of the city, because obviously we have so much traffic using this route to connect to the highway. Having them essentially come through this area, through this intersection up here, it was just kind of unnecessary. It's adding a lot of traffic just to this section of road. So I kind of built a custom intersection where the only vehicles that will stop are these ones here, and then this section here. These cars going straight ahead will always continue going straight. Obviously, as you can tell, they can't turn right. They can only go straight or left. And then this one can only go left. So if they wanted to turn right, they just have to come further down to this intersection, which I think is fine. But yeah, it means we have a high volume intersection that isn't like a big interchange, which I gotta say, I am loving doing these like little custom intersections and obviously this is all using a lane marking tool. So, did a few medians and some lines just to mark, where everything's going. So obviously these two lanes are dedicated left lanes, and then we got dedicated right lanes coming through here. It's really cool. It works really well. We got a high volume of cars flowing through the section. They use this little road to bypass, and then it connects here. I haven't really done anything custom here. It just is what it is. That seems to be handling it okay though. So that's that. And I don't know if I mentioned, I actually did this a few episodes ago, but I actually, on this district here, I did I think it's the Old Town policy, the one that stops essentially highway traffic driving through the suburb. So if you remember, we used to have a lot of cars that drove through down here. They have been driving around ever since I did that, and it's been working fine. So they just drive around this district, and they don't have unnecessary amounts of traffic going through it. This is still the same. Yeah, I know this is not ideal, this thing from last time, but it is what it is. And it's actually working fine. There's sometimes a little bit of traffic with merging, but it's not too bad. Over this side, we've done a little bit of... Obviously, we've got this huge new section of residential just here, which we'll have a look at in a second. And to go with that, I actually added this little branching road that sort of connects to this section. Oh, actually, also, there was definitely... I remember seeing a comment. I didn't actually go back to check where it was. Oh, I only just remember now, which is really annoying. Don't worry, I'll fix all this stuff as well in between parts. Apparently there was a street light or something in the middle of a road somewhere. I don't know, that happens a lot. Like there's one here, but it's fine. I'll go through and fix them all at some point. Anyway, so you can come up here and join into this residential district, or there's actually also a little slip lane that merges on. Now this slip lane does not connect over this side. It does not turn right. It merely goes left and goes across this way, and that's the only direction. If they want to go a different direction, they have to use this intersection down here, which we'll have a closer look at in just a second as well. Now over this side, I don't think anything changed in this district. I did remove some of the mansions except for these two for some reason. No particular reason. They're just still there. I'm still not sure what to do with this. I know there was like the suggestions just to do more high density, but it is super duper hilly. Like, it's really hard to make it look nice up there. So I'm wondering if we just leave it as hills and maybe do some hiking trails or something. Maybe that'll be nice. I don't know, because it's really hard to get good looking buildings up there. Anyway, so yeah, we've built this whole new section of residential to expand our city. Because like I said at the end of last episode, we're going to have 35,000 at the beginning of this episode. And we don't. We're really close though. You can see we're like 200 off, so... We'll hit that really shortly. Yeah, so this is the new little section. A couple of gas stations. There's one there. I'm trying to put a few more of these around the place. Just because it's a nice little detail to have. There's another little one there too. So yeah, you come into this section. And there's just a bunch of apartments. Actually, well, this is all commercial just here. Bunch of apartments coming down here. Nice big complexes. All still sort of mid-rise stuff. Nothing too tall. I really love this sort of busy... highway road running through the middle of these districts. It does, as you can tell, really separate it. But actually, I don't mind that. I have made sure to connect it in key locations, with the pedestrian footbridge there. Obviously, a nice big bridge here. I also added a little bridge over here on this section because it seemed like that made sense. I've made sure to try and connect everything up. Oh yeah, this crematorium's in kind of a weird place. I put it there before I built everything. and it hasn't moved. It's kind of weird. It's like in this corner where this slip lane is. But anyway, let's not, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, so then just more apartments down here. This is actually one of the unique parks as well, just because it's got a nice little gazebo kind of thing in it. You know, just a nice thing to raise land value. It's at the end of this main road, which, by the way, this is the main road coming from the downtown. It has changed a little bit, as you can see. It's now a bigger road with more lanes. I think probably the actual exact positioning has changed too of it, which is fine. Yeah, just zoned some commercial around this area. A lot of new buildings. Pretty much 90% of the buildings they place are residential because we needed it. But obviously we needed some commercial around the place too. Because now, the exciting thing, guys, now that we finally have our population back up to where I boosted it so long ago, we're actually getting demand for commercial and industrial again. Like, we haven't had commercial or industrial demand for so long. So now it's actually kind of cool because we need it again. Also, I don't know, what do you guys think of this building? I put it in the middle of these because I thought it was kind of cool. Like, it seemed kind of fun. It just kind of sticks out. And when you look at it from here, just kind of poking out through the middle here, it does have access, obviously. There's a road that comes around. I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool just sitting in the back there. Yeah, that's there. And then there's still little gaps here and there that I haven't really filled in. It'll probably end up being either little parks or benches, you know, that kind of stuff. Trees, foliage. Because they're very awkward spaces to fill out. Obviously, all of this is still empty because it's kind of, I don't want to do too much here until I figure out what I'm doing with these rails. And we can't really figure out what we're doing with the rails until we have more tiles on the map. Look, it'll either go to the right or go to the left. Probably not to the right because I've already built so much there. So we'll probably have the rail coming around this way. Or potentially tunneling. We could potentially do a tunnel. But I don't know where it would tunnel to because... yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's why that gap's still there. So that's still empty. And then what else? I don't think I did really much around the city. There's still lots of space because I still want to dedicate a lot more time and effort to the actual downtown area. And I think people were kind of polarized on this building. I think it is... you know, some people I think were saying it's maybe a bit too big. I don't mind. You know what? I don't mind the height of it. Maybe it's a bit too wide though. Maybe it's just a little off. I really wish we could change the color though, and it wasn't fully black. So anyway, that building will probably change at some point. But we're just going to keep it there for now until we come back to it. So, because it gives us a good idea of, you know, what the downtown looks like. And as you can see, I have done a few tall high rises, you know, further out from the downtown. So we get that sort of spread as well. You know, there's a few taller towers here and there, sort of just dotted around, but not really much outside of, you know, the super tall buildings of the actual downtown. I think it's working really well. I think it's starting to look really, really good. I'm so happy with it. I did change some other intersections. What else did I do? There was one somewhere. We went over that one. Oh, I did add a new lane. Because if you remember, I said a long time ago, there was no way to, if you're coming down this way of the highway, you couldn't exit to the downtown. I added a little slip lane here that does it. It's kind of a little awkward, but honestly, this is the best I could do. It sort of does this like bend up and over and it sort of curves around. It works. I initially tried to do a tunnel because I thought it would look better. It did not look better. So look, we might get rid of that. It's actually not essential to have it, but it doesn't hurt. The other way I was thinking of having a downtown connection is honestly just having an exit here. Like we could just have you come around this way, or even like somewhere here and then just dip underneath. Maybe that would be a little bit neater. You know what? That probably would be. If I had a little slip line here. Instead of tunneling, just like lower it into the terrain, go underneath and come back up. That'd probably look a lot better. I won't do that today, but that's fine. I don't think anything changed in here. That's all good. I know there was an intersection I did a lot of work on somewhere. I don't know. I did a lot of intersection stuff. Oh, it was this. Yeah. So I don't know. There's this parking lot here. I intend to turn this into an actual like park area. So that's why I've built a big parking lot there. I don't know, I just had fun with the lane marking because the flow of the actual traffic of the road is to go this way, so I kind of wanted it to be somewhat clear. And then obviously you can get to the parking lot this way. They can exit this way. You know, it's very confusing. Look, it's very confusing, but it was a bit of fun. I had fun with that. What else? I think that's kind of it. It was just placing a lot of residential. There's probably more, to be honest. I don't know. I forget because I do a lot. I do a lot. I come and go. I place a lot of buildings here and there. I mean, there's probably, there's stuff in here as well, this section. which I think turned out okay. It's really hilly. I had to put a key in here because it was like so hilly that it looked ridiculous. So yeah, I don't think we'll do buildings up there. We are going to definitely need more public transport. Anyway, before we get into the campus, let's just we need like 300 more people. Like, we need so few more people, we might as well just do it. I don't know where to build it though, that was the problem. I kind of ran out of space that I had pre-planned. I mean, we've got a few little nooks and crannies. Let's try and get a few buildings like over here maybe. So the way I've been doing it, which I mean you've seen in some episodes, but I literally just sit in the high density menu and I go like, this building, for example, this is good, and we just plop it down where it may fit. Which maybe, let's go there. You know, that's good. How many people are in this one? 55 households. Okay, that's actually pretty good. And then what I'm thinking, looking at this block of land, honestly, probably doing like a hedge or something around it just to finish it off, because it looks a bit strange just sort of sitting here with it, because it's got a very unique shape to this block of land. I'm thinking if we put it here, about there, that looks good. And then we just move the hedge. So, you know, it's sort of just like a little bit of a border to this building, and maybe this is the grounds of the building. Could even maybe fit some parking back here. That is potential. Let's see, parking. The other thing is a lot of our buildings aren't completely full. And I'm wondering if we... No, I need the other one. I'm wondering if we up the land value, if they'll fill up more. I'm not sure if that's how that works. Also, probably if we build a campus, we'll get more people, to be honest. That's probably another way to do it. Now, this does not look good down here. I thought it might look a little nicer. Like, we can't really see the spots. That looks atrocious. Let's not do those. What about if we do it on this little bit of road? Because parking is good, especially because I do have the parking AI thing enabled. Okay, we're not going to do parking. That's too hilly. But yeah, that building's good. So the other, I was thinking we could do, so this is our district with the most people, 6,000. Let me have a look at the land value real quick. It's pretty good, to be honest. It's pretty good most, like, everywhere. But some of these buildings, let's see, 109, for example, 102. I don't know if upping the land value helps, but I mean, looking at the Parks and Rec boost, if we just do that, it's going to cost me more, but it should increase the land value around the parks, right? That's what it says anyway, so I don't know how much that's going to help, but maybe a little bit. Maybe we'll get a few more people in there. Apparently this building's too loud. Oh, you know what, to be fair, there's a train station and it is surrounded by commercial. Yeah, you'll notice we have so many people walking around. We should probably look into more public transport. I don't want to get too sidetracked, though it's going to happen. It always happens. But we don't have any public transport to this whole section that we've just done, even in here, really. So we kind of need to do it. Now, originally, I think I was talking about doing a tram coming down this road, which would be really good, but we've got this sort of custom-sized road here. So if we run the tram down here, I think we might need to branch off onto a side road, potentially. Like, if we came down this way, maybe through here, we could even potentially have a separate tram bridge here. What do we reckon of that? Is that a good idea or a bad idea? Okay, let's get some more residential. I know I just said let's do that, but I'm already getting distracted about tram lines and I'm getting off track. We just need more people. Let's get another one of these buildings, because these are always good. I love these, but you'll notice I've got so many of this set of buildings. They're so good. I can't remember exactly the name of them. I mean, obviously you can see the name here. Hang on. 38-meter mid-rise condo. I can't remember the creator. Apologies, but it is in my asset collection, which is linked below. So if you are interested in these as well, it should be there. That's all right. It's like right on the corner there. This would be a perfect little commercial corner, which I think maybe the wall-to-wall. Are they in the low density? I think we have a mixture of like low density and high density stuff. Yeah, look at these. Beautiful. Actually, you know what? I should probably swap those around. Get the longer one there. That makes more sense. And then do we have another short one? Nope. These are all... Oh, actually, here we go. Well, these, you know, a few little commercial shops there. Beautiful. All right. Come on, we're like right. How am I actually this close to the population? But like we've hit a ceiling of population. Come on. There's like, look at this even demand though. I mean, I have not seen that in many, many episodes. All right, I've got a few people moving in. What about another one of these buildings? I like these buildings. They're quite unique looking. Ooh, this diagonal. I didn't know what to do in it, but maybe this building would work here. Kind of. It's a little big. You know what? Maybe we can fit it here. Let's slide it forward so it's like right in there. I don't mind it overlapping like the walkway there, but I don't really want it cutting into the buildings. I might have to change that building, which is annoying, but what about this one? Does this look stupid? Kind of. Maybe I just need a smaller building. Okay, that's bigger. I need like a 3x3 is kind of what I need. Let's go 3, high density. I know, you're probably just like, why are you demolishing buildings if you're trying to get the population up? Look, you gotta understand that I put looks of the city above actually hitting milestones. So that's just how it works, okay? That's just how it is. All right, let's get another little building. Oh, there's so many little, oh yeah, hello, gap. This is so hilly. Whoa, yeah, look at that hill. Or that cliff, I should say. All right, we're pretty close. Come on, let's go. We also probably need, offices and stuff, but I'll get to that. Maybe we can get some of these. How many households are in these? 2? Nah, that's a waste of space. What about a taller building? Oh, a little bit of an upgrade there. Let's fit here. Kind of, but not really. It'd probably be better. Let's see. Oh, maybe over here, next to that building. Yeah, why not? What's that? 14, pretty good. Maybe lighten it up a bit. That's a little bit grim. It's a bit better. Okie dokie, come on. Let's just push me over the edge. Maybe I should get some more commercial because I think, especially in industrial, we're kind of, can't believe we're actually at the point of needing more. Like that is actually bizarre to me. Been a long time. Maybe some in here. What is that going to look like? Is that going to look really bad? Am I going to have to manually place these? I don't zone anymore, guys. I just don't. Well, at least with high density. I think once we do more houses, I will zone again. Because I don't mind so much about that. But honestly, like, pretty much, I think, at like 95% of the buildings all throughout the city, I've placed by hand, And I think it looks so much better than if I just zoned everything. So, you guys were demanding that you really wanted, like, industrial, and you're not even building any offices. So, you kind of wanted it that bad. Okay, let's maybe get some commercial then. Okay? Some commercial. Can I fit some here? I can. Get one there. There you go. Look at that. You're happy about that? I'm sure you are. Oh, commercial there. There you go. Boom. It's probably... I'm going to need a lot more than 2 buildings to satisfy that, though. Oh, come on. We're just so close. Oh, 35,000! Oh, no! Wait. Okay, we're hitting over 35,000, but... Oh, I need 36,000! Oh, okay. Well, all right. I really thought I had it there. I guess we need another 1,000 people. All right. Well, I'm gonna develop. I've just been adding a few buildings here and there. I'm gonna develop this little area, which will probably change when we get this tile. Especially because if this is gonna be like a port area somewhere here, this might not want to be too residential. But I'm just gonna build this up because we also need some more commercial now too. I'm gonna maybe just chuck some down here. Yay! Finally. Oh my gosh. Okay, that took way longer than I thought. Mostly because I thought it was 35,000, not 36,000. My bad. All right, good. We finally did that. So I did actually add 2 buildings here, which may move later on when we change the rail. Look, it's fine. At least, as you guys know, things change in the city. And then this is the little area I built over here. A few extra buildings. I mean, I actually don't hate this area. I mean, obviously I've just kind of slapped them down. Haven't done any landscaping or anything, but Once we get that tile, it should be pretty good. Which we're going to get now. No, I'm kidding. We're probably going to get... Probably this tile makes the most sense, so we can expand the city area. Or this one. Or this one. Probably this one, though, I think makes the most sense. Or even that one. But no, this one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's get that. I'm committed. All right. So this gives us a whole bunch of space to expand down here later. But now, finally, let's do the university campus. It's been a long time coming. So it's going to be pretty much this area here. We're probably going to need more space than this that we have. It's going to be big, probably bigger than this. I'm not opposed to like expanding maybe over to this. We're going to do this space here, or maybe even taking over some of this and removing some of these houses. I wouldn't mind making that part of the campus, or even having a part of the campus over here. You know, it's just because it's so big. Obviously, over time, the campus sort of grown, and maybe the inner city campus or the inner suburb campus ran out of space. They had to expand over here or something. You know, I'm not opposed to doing any of that stuff, so that might become part of it too. You know. Anyway, for now, this is our campus area. Look at this, beautiful. We don't have a name for it, so if you have a name suggestion, let me know. Now we're gonna do the university campus area. Yeah, we don't want to do. I don't think I wanted to do the other one. So let's go the administrative building. Well, we need a main entrance first of all, which these side roads are already pretty busy. This road here is actually not that busy. I say that like I click on it, it looks way busier, but trust me, there's a lot more traffic going on these roads. Look how much more there is than here. Like there's a decent amount here, but not nearly as much. So I think we'll have a main entrance coming up this, maybe this road here. That can be our main one. Yeah. So this is gonna be, should we do like a one-way road? I mean, what kind of, I don't even know what kind of layout we're going for here. Maybe let's just do, what roads do I have? Do I have, Okay, I'm just gonna build a normal road and then we're gonna probably change it. So I'm gonna just start off with a blank road. I'm gonna go to here. I was thinking I kind of want to join to there, but I don't know if I want to have that join right away. So let's have the administrative building. How do I want it? So you're looking into the campus area. I kind of like the hill behind us there. So maybe we could have it here somewhere and then we place the rest of the stuff based off that and we'll figure out where the roads go. So this is going to go here because this will look pretty cool, I think. Sitting there. Yeah, with the big national park behind it. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to just probably adjust all this now because somewhere around there. Let me just adjust it a little bit. That's good. All right, so then this, I think, will still be our entrance. And what we'll do is, whoa. Let's have a look. So this, I'm going to add a node in the middle and then just get rid of that bit. Because I kind of want this to be... Is that more lined up with the building? Yeah, that's more lined up now. So this road's going to come in. I think we'll come around... Maybe... How do I... Yeah. You know what? Let me build it like this. I go 2 that way. Oh, dang it. Not 3. You know, we're going to do a nice little curve here. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. And then the rest we'll just do sort of freeform, I think will be fine. That's going to come down to here. And then just join onto there. Okay? And then this road, I think, is going to go... Potentially, I was thinking join out over to this road somewhere. I almost think maybe this should be a one-way, though, because then we could have it sort of just come back around to here. Just like sort of branches off. Hang on. Let me turn off snapping for a second. There we go. Will this look bad? Or will this look... You know what? I don't hate that. So I'm going to roll with it. It's a 2-way road, which is kind of weird, but I don't know if I want to do a one-way all on that. Or maybe I do. You know what? I do. I'm going to do it. So let's go. Let's just use the vanilla one-way road. Going the wrong way. I'm going to come around like this. So just a little sort of circuit like that. Comes back out. Okay. Now, let's get everything else we actually need to make this function. Also, this is the first university in the entire city. Like, we don't even have the placeable ones. You know, before they introduced the campus DLC, there was like the individual buildings you just place, and that was a whole university. We don't have those. So this is good because we actually do need higher education in my city too. Also, these pipes, man, obviously it's from the old original road layout, which is kind of cool because it's kind of like looking at the history of the city. This is where the roads used to go. That's kind of cool. Like even over here, you can see how the road used to be over there, for example. Oh my god, these roads over here. That's so funny. Yeah, it's kind of cool. All right, so let's have a look. What can we get? So now we've unlocked all this stuff. What do we actually need to do? I need to have a look at the campus area info. So we need to... current level academic work. So we need students and attractiveness, basically. And we do the academic work stuff, which I believe are expensive. So what have we got? University dormitory. We have a university study hall. We've got the groundskeeper. Okay, we need a little groundskeeping. I kind of like the idea of it being... Actually, you know what? I want to do a nice wall around this whole campus. Oh, and you know what it's going to be? It's going to be a sandstone wall. Yeah! Hang on, sandstone. Okay, let me get out of that filter. Sandstone, just retaining wall. We're going to do parallel this road. I think I can just... I don't even know if I can do this all in one go, to be honest. I guess we're going to find out. I might be pushing my luck trying to do this all in one go. But let's see. Well, we come back there. Come back. Oh. What? Okay, it's not going to let me do the last part. Alright, so that's going to come all the way around. Oh, it actually let me build it. I'm surprised. Oh, why is this so far set back? Yeah, actually, you know what? That's probably fine. We can probably put some trees there or something. Cool. Alright, so what I'm going to do is obviously completely delete this bit because we've got a post office there, which is fine. We'll go around that. I'm going to select all the nodes. I'm going to raise up the entire thing. Okay, I think I've got them all selected. Yeah! Okay, wait. I got to look at a person for scale because... Oh yeah, look how tall this is compared to the people. It really needs to just be like fence height. Like probably even just that is fine. A little higher. It'll be tall. Yeah, that's fine. Oh no, I missed one. Dang it. That's alright, we'll just move that up. There we go. Alright, so that's cool. I like this. Now we're gonna need to cut this section out, which is fine. I'll just add a node there and there, and then we're just gonna remove that section. And then I guess we need to build this section here. It's gonna go, I don't know why we're in that view. Go here. We'll literally just trace around it like that and then join up. Sweet. Yeah, I like the idea of the groundskeeping being here. So it'll be like, we'll have a bunch of like trees and stuff here. So it'll be sort of hidden away at the edge of the lot. Cool. Yeah. I might even move this a little further back because here's the thing. We want to fit as much as we can into this campus. Like as much as we can. I'm going to place the buildings and then try and connect the roads. I think it's probably a better way to do this. So we've got that. We've got the futsal club. Oh yeah, some... should we... Wait, maybe we can have like a sporting field here. Like, and when I say sporting field, I mean like decorative because I'm not actually going to place one here. We're going to do like... Maybe it's almost like a little running track kind of thing. So, oh, actually I'll do it with a road. That probably makes more sense. Why am I using pathways? I use the dirt track, so then we can connect up this building. Let's go like here. Okay, now I need to have snapping. There we go. If I go like maybe 4. I don't know if this is going to be too big. Oh, whoops. I don't know if this is going to be too big, but I think this idea could potentially work. Now, how far can I fit down this way? Because it needs to be like at least a decent looking size for a variety of activities, you know, that you do. Okay, what happened on this side? I think I messed it up. I think I messed it up with all the guides that were popping up. Yeah, just like a little, I guess like a running track, or even in the middle you could play soccer or something. Like oh, this is not even. Like a multi-purpose sporting field. And then we have like this little guy, the groundskeepers off the side of it. Somewhere. A bit more there. Yeah, and then we'll... Oh, I don't... Okay. I guess the problem is there's going to be cars driving. I don't want anyone parking on this. There's going to be cars driving on that, which You know what? Thinking about that, that's probably a problem. That is probably an issue. That's fine. We'll roll with it. Actually, I won't go too close there. I'll come back here. I kind of don't want driving on this. That's probably not a good place for that. But, you know, we'll see what happens, okay? I knew that was going to happen, though. Put that back. So then that, at least they can get there, you know? Look, we're going to decorate this all with trees. You won't be able to see it, okay? I can already... I can feel the comments right now. It's rough out there, guys. Wait, actually, it said road, but isn't that just a path? Although they do have vehicles. No, I'll leave the road there. It might have been fine with the pathway. I'm thinking we just join some dormitories directly off of the our main building here. Because we don't have a huge heap of space, so why don't we just do some here? Or should we have them like... I could have a couple of them back to back. Or should these be like more off to the side somewhere, like a little bit further out? Maybe like back up by the Bunnings somewhere. Can we actually do them? Hang on, can I do them like this? And then just like put it into the building so it kind of looks like part of it. I know that there's obviously going to be people walking through it. What if I do it there? What does it look like at the back? Actually, a little doorway at the back there. I was trying to line the doorways up with what the pathway is, but that's probably a bad idea. That's probably a bad idea. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I think we need parking. But I don't know if we need that parking. No, that's... Okay, that's an eyesore. I don't want to block the building. I do want some some sort of parking garage. Maybe over here. Yeah, that's kind of good, because it's out of the way. Like, if you're coming in, you can still see the big main building. And then maybe I'll do some level parking. Let's by that, I mean like just flat ground parking here. Just sort of playing around with what works. Now, you gotta keep in mind, we're gonna do like a bunch of trees and stuff around here. It should be nice. And I say should be, because I'm not convinced. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. So I'm thinking maybe this far though we can get the dormitories. I completely moved them. Also, yeah, I changed that back to a path because it just makes more sense. That's a path. That's like a little path that joins around here with some trees. It should look pretty cool. All right, let's get some... The problem I have with the dormitories is actually a really big building. I tried to put them at the front, but it's too much. I think maybe over here. Because that's all right. It doesn't block that main building. That kind of works. I don't know if I can get another one there, or if I have to put it somewhere else, though. Because it can't go here, because it will just block the sort of main view. We'll also do, like, some side gates and stuff. Like, we won't have only the one entrance. Like, we'll definitely have some other stuff going on. Okay, so maybe we can get something back here. Trade School Administration Building. Ooh. Don't need that. Okay, I want some more dorms. Wait, how many do these hold? 300 students. Okay, that's pretty good. Maybe another one there. That's alright. Okay, then what else do we got? Say for University Study Hall. Okay, we definitely want that somewhere. Maybe, can this just join on the back somewhere? It like... Oh, it can actually join to this building. Like, I'm not using Anarchy right now. Like, it actually just joins. Maybe I can just do that. Oh, it's just part of that building. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then we got, yeah, groundskeeping, we did that. Oh, and then the futsal. So we actually want this somewhere near this, I guess, little field that we got going on. And then, obviously, as we get more buildings, we add some more stuff in, which we don't really have. Oh, wait, we do have this. School of Law. Whoa, yeah, okay. University is big. We know that. Look, I'm not surprised. I'm just trying to think where we could actually put it. Or maybe we should save space for the smaller buildings. Maybe the School of Law could be... Could be over here. But then I have to build that whole area. Maybe in here somewhere. Maybe I think I might need to clear out this, residential neighborhood, unfortunately. Yeah, I know it's not in a campus area. Hang on, let me just expand the campus area. Let's say this is part of the campus and this little section there. So if that was part of it, where could it actually go? So this is... Student capacity 1,000. Should be somewhere near the main road. Probably like here, so it's like on that park. I like the soccer field, so we'll move that, but maybe we put it here. It's like behind all the, but this building looks so big compared to these little shops. It's like it's maybe a bit big for the area. Maybe it needs to be more, it could go over here. We just set it back off the road a little bit. It might ruin the mountain. Okay, what if it is just nestled in here somewhere? What if it's just there? I think that's alright. Look, it'll probably move, so let's not get too attached to it. But for now, at least it will be functional. Continuum transfunctional. Might actually slide this in a little bit. Okay, so that'll go there. And then from these buildings, let's get some of these pathways connecting. That comes through to there. This can join up to there. We definitely want to join to that main road. We get a few connections here, so I think probably down the side of this building should definitely be one. And then maybe here. And maybe this could be like a quad. Oh yeah, definitely do like a quad. Heck yeah. About there. Okay, I want yeah, there we go, that angle there. Cool. Yeah, so this will go like that. I guess these corners are kind of a little weird, but that's all right. It's part of it. Part of the aesthetic. Yeah, that's cool. All right, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. All right, so these are good. I guess we might just need to unpause and let this start running. I think it all has power. Yeah, it's all connected through the city. That's fine. Now, let's get some additional entrances. I think the one road entrance I'm okay with, but I think we need some like gate entrances because as far as public transport goes, what do we even have? Nothing. We definitely need public transport going in here. I think a gate entrance probably here because we've already got is that actually a crossing or is that just like what is this? Also, listen to the upgrade. Oh my god, all these houses are going to change. They're all like, finally we have university. This is, I think, potentially not a crossing. Oh no, it does say crossing. Okay, it's just no one crossing there. That's fine. Fantastic. So what we're going to do, there's a node here already. That's good. So I'm going to add one to the side and one to the side. Delete that. That'll be a little opening there. It's kind of weird at the back of this building, but we'll make it work. I don't think I'll bother with one up on this road because there's not going to be many people walking from up there. One definitely here makes sense. Potentially, actually, maybe right by this pathway. Probably just here. We don't need one there as well. Let's do it here. So I'm going to say... well, actually, the crossing's here. Well, let's do a few. Let's do a few. Let's do one somewhere there. And then we'll do one... ideally, by this pathway would be nice. So I'm going to try and do one here. And because it joins to the quad nicely. I won't bother doing one there. If we're going to use this as campus space, we'll definitely have an exit over here somewhere. Maybe here, because this is supposed to kind of be at the back. Like, I don't think I want a main pathway there anywhere. I should also probably give that water. I have realized that we're not providing water to that. Nah, that's all right. We'll, oh, and this one. I don't know if I'll do a gate over there. I'll leave that. Let's just continue down this road. Why are these pipes like all just not joined? Did that reach? It didn't? Okay. Run to the pathway. Alright, how many people at university do we have? That's already full. That's, well, actually, you know what? The better question is, what's our capacity for university? Eligible 12,000. Good lord. Okay, that over time should stabilize. So I don't want to build a university for 12,000 people because it's not always going to be for 12,000 people. Now, as far as the university goes, we've got this. We just need the academic work. So I guess I have to fund these, don't I? Academic work creation chance, 73%. Going to cost a lot of money, but we do have 5.2 million. So give a grant research for discovery. Okay. Total academic works created. You can tell I'm an academic myself. I'm something of a scientist myself. Campus policies. Healthcare increases campus health. Free lunch. Student happiness. Visiting scholars. Increased faculty bonus. Universal education. It's free. I can't afford that. I can barely afford to run this university as it is. Okay, well, maybe it's... We don't really need... The thing is, yeah, we don't really need more students. We only need 500 for the next level. We just need the academic work, which I think take, what, the duration of the school year to produce? Hang on, let's have a look. Okay, if I get okay. I'm not clicking, it's just doing this. Yeah, if I zoom out maybe over here a bit. Okay, no. What if I pause? I'm literally not touching anything on my... Okay, I don't know what the deal is with that. I'm hoping because I boosted up the cash I'm giving that. Look at this. I'm giving them a lot of cash. All right, let's get some basic tree decoration. We'll keep the game running as fast as we can to try and get through the school year here. So yeah, we're gonna have... oh yeah, I should probably build those gates. But yeah, basically like this around the outside. You know what? I think I need some green bushes in here too, you know? Because I need like shrubs lower down. Something like that, you know? And then I'll get some trees and stuff in. But this is our beautiful running track, you know? It's gonna look great. And I'm hoping we can fit more buildings around the place, because otherwise we're gonna be in for a little bit of a tough time. Okay, this needs to be more dense so I can get the trees to come in. There we go. Probably should have an entrance. Oh, actually no. I guess because this is this is a running track. I don't really want this to be a main thoroughfare. Like I don't really want people walking around this sort of workout area. Sporting arena, sporting field. You know, you can tell I'm quite into the sports. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. And then here as well, I want some sort of forest line. And then we'll probably have some sort of buildings here. I don't know what. Yeah, get a bit of a tree line there just to sort of separate it out. And like that as well. Yeah, then we can sort of fit some more stuff around the place. And then all down the sides as well. I don't mind if this one sort of overlaps the wall here, because obviously that's fine. All right, let's do these little entrances. So, trade school path. Is there actually a difference between the paths? I feel like, oh, hang on. I'm using all different mixes, aren't I? Because I think half of these are probably the park life paths. Is there any difference? Oh, the benches are different. I think that's the only difference. Yeah, look, the bench slightly changed. Oh, and the bins, sorry. Silly me, guys. Sorry, I'm using all the wrong parts everywhere. The people won't want to go to the school if this is what they have to deal with. Now, I should probably, after I've sort of done the initial look and feel of this place, which I think we're sort of nearing already. Like, you know, we got to level this up, so before we can do much more, we got to get this going first. Once we've done that, I want to get some public transport in this place, and probably in the rest of the city that I built, because it's rough out there. Just fix those. Now, this should be good as well, because people from the rest of the city will be able to like walk through this place, which is nice. Like, you know, you don't have to be on a university, you can just walk through here. Now, yeah, I definitely should, let me do an entrance up here. I need to do one up here, at least on this road here somewhere. So I'm gonna say here, yeah. Yeah, that'll be good. And, oh, please, let me use the right path. I don't want to use the wrong path here. No, this is a university. So this is going to come down to here. And I guess just join to there. And then that all just connects up already. We'll probably have some sort of building here. Don't know what, but it'll go there. And that'll just give connection to that side. Probably... Oh, yeah, we got the one here, which is good. So this will go... How do I want to do this here? This is a big building with no real entrance on the back. Like, I don't even know what we're going to do around the back here. Maybe just have like a little fun pathway. We'll have trees. Because honestly, there's not much else we can do around this, so... Be fine. Comments and suggestions, always welcome. Again, we might completely move this building and change it to something else anyway. Like, once we unlock some more stuff and there's a better suited piece. I don't know why I joined it there. Like, it should probably join a little more on the corner. Yeah, that's better. I don't like this corner here. I don't know what I was thinking with that. I guess this should probably just connect around, actually. Is probably what I was thinking. Maybe just to there. Beautiful. Look at that. Gives a lot of connections. And then, where's this one? Here we go. So we're going to connect out here. The only reason I built around the back of that thing was we could get this connection going. Wait, to there. Oh, great. It changed my entire curve. Thank you. Thanks, game. Love it. There we go. Alright, that should be quite nice. So we should have some good connections around the place. I kind of want to put a crossing here, but we've got so many crossings around the place. Maybe what I should do, let's say, first of all, no crossing there. That's unnecessary. Let's get rid of the crossing here. We're going to actually add a crossing here. I'm going to say, put one there. And then I'm going to say, I'm actually going to, oh, no, I'll keep that node. We'll keep the node. The node's fine. But I might say, can I do traffic lights on that? I have a traffic light crossing. Although, it definitely seems like there's more people using this one. Should I move? You know what? I'm going to get rid of this crossing entirely. So I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm actually going to put one here. Okay? That's right in front of the library. Which also, I feel like makes perfect sense being in this location. That'll be a traffic light crossing too. Okay? And this is already obviously a traffic light crossing. So that's good. So we cross here and there. And then you either use that entrance or this one. I guess this one's not... I mean, maybe we should have one here for the parking lot. That kind of makes sense. Let's do that. Let's get one here somewhere. That's pretty good, but I'll just slide it over so it's lined up a little bit better. Because then we can just have a little connection through here. You can go get your car. Or whatever. I don't know. Whatever those university students do. That's alright. I actually don't mind all these sort of trees here. Just obviously move them off the pathway. That one's fine. It's like going over. It's quite nice, actually. And then we'll also just fine-tune some of these little gaps so they're not as far... Whoa! Where did I go? Oh, here I am. They're not as far away. Okie dokie. So this is no longer a crossing. This is a crossing, which... What the heck? Guys, use this one that I built. Can they cross here? Maybe that... Oh, did it... Wait. Can they? They can cross here, right? Surely. It says crossing. Let's see. Oh, yeah, they can. I think it's just because the AI probably wanted to cross, so maybe they thought, oh, let's go this way and go. I don't know. All right, let's put in some actual markings. So at the moment, you can't even see that there's a crossing here. So let's go with... I guess we'll be like 3 or 4. Probably 4. Offset it back that way a little bit. Make it a little bit lighter. Yeah. There you go. And we're going to copy this because we'll just paste it onto this one. And we just say paste. Yep. That's all good. Cool. So now we have 2 clearly marked crossings that also have traffic lights because there's quite a lot of people here, especially because it goes to the train station. So a lot of people are making their way over this way. This one does not have traffic lights, but whatever. I think there's less people using that one. Cool. How are we going with our academic works, everybody? How's my funding for the university going? Wait, are we getting those? I guess we gotta wait for the end of the school year. Academic year reports, yeah. It's a while away. I guess the question is, do we put some more stuff in here? Well, let's at least do the rest of the trees, because... well, at least the first pass of doing trees and stuff. So, pretty much like I said, around the entire perimeter, and obviously places throughout the actual campus too will have trees, but mostly for sure the perimeter. Yeah. And depending on where buildings go, we'll add some more trees in around the place. But this is starting to look, I think, pretty good. Apart from the fact there's like 0 buildings in this campus. Oh, I should probably readjust this a little bit. So, yeah, that's better. There we go. Oops. I want the trees. There we go. How are we looking? Oh, that's good. Yeah, look at this. Obviously, this is very empty there. Few empty spots, but it'll look better. It'll get there, guys. This could also have a campus building. I don't know. Is there anything we could put there now? I don't know why I clicked on this category. Probably not, because we don't really have much at the moment. So these ones, So that's reach renowned, prestigious. What's this? Academic, statue. So what do we get this? Is just we just have that one? Prestigious, acclaimed. Yeah, these are all just. Now the museums are something different, aren't they? They are. Yeah, you get that from the actual university reaching the top level, each of the 3 types. Then we have the varsity sports. Maybe we could, because we already got the soccer over here, maybe we could get one of these other stadiums over here, although they're very loud. So this is like the same. Oh! I have not been paying. This is what happens when you get tunnel vision. I don't have enough sewage treatment, which I do. So I'm actually, you know what? I'm actually not sure. Oh, it's the fake one. I bet you it's sewage treatment outside of the map, but it's not connected to my city. Okay, we just need more sewage treatment. All right, what do we got? We got a lot of like sewage stuff going on here. Tank reservoir. No, we don't need that. Pumping service. That's all emergency stuff. Eco inland water treatment. So this is the eco-friendly alternative to inland water treatment plant, which extends water services. This building processes and drains the wastewater back into the ground. The plants are only be affected by ground pollution. So I think that's just what we got here, isn't it? Yeah. It's just a smaller one. Okay, we just need another big one. Another big cajone. Oh, do we have 2 dirt? We have like 2 like gross. Wait, I have all different buildings here. What is this? Hang on. What is this? Advanced inland. Oh, we got all the small ones, and then inland water treatment. Hang on, and then I got advanced. Wait, hold up. What are all these different ones I've got? So I've got eco inline. That's 160,000, and then we have advanced. Not that one. Maybe one of these. Advanced. So we got this one. That's also 160,000. 640 a week. 5. This one's cheaper. Why would I not? Oh, does it use more electricity? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It uses way more electricity. Okay, I see. I don't know if that's really a problem though. Inland water treatment. So that's just these ones, isn't it? Okay, well let's just use another one of these ones. I want to put it here. I'm just going to move it to there and obviously extend the road. So let's just build that out a little bit. There we go. I don't know why you know what? I don't know why why am I using the bulldoze tool to do that? I don't know. Do it that way. There we go. And then pipage, connect that up to here and then to there. All right, so that should hopefully fix that problem. My bad, sorry. Especially all these people that just moved in, like, they're probably like, man, wait, is anyone living here anymore? Nope, they all moved out. Yeah. Yeah, look, if my toilet wasn't flushing, I wouldn't have stuck around either. All right, that should be fine though. That should be a little happier about that. That's all good. We are well above 36,000 though. So our next goal, by the way, 50,000. Get another plot of land, which would potentially be the port. But again, this one is so small. It seems like such a waste to buy that one. I think the one after this will probably be this one that we get, because then that gives us access to this highway and also this train line, which would be big because then we can connect up this train to there. Which would be nice, because at the moment this cargo station is still not up and running. Like, we've got this beautiful cargo station like tucked away just here, but we can't use it because it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't connect to anything, so it's pretty pointless. Alrighty. I guess I'm just gonna wait a little bit because there's not much else I want to build right now. Student capacity, we are pretty full, you know. What's our eligibility for university campus? 11,000. Yeah, we're going to slowly work through that. So like I said, I don't want to overexpand too much in terms of capacity. So I think for now, having the 2 dormitories is pretty good. Whilst the game is still running, why don't we maybe do some little bits and pieces in here? Let's get some... Could we put a park here? Is that a thing I can... Like, does it let me put that here? I think so. If I go City Park and then do like the Fountain Plaza. Oh, that's a lot smaller than I thought it was. Must be placed inside a park area or roadside. Oh. We could do roadside. We could do a roadside fountain somewhere. Kind of a bit random though, isn't it? It is a bit random. What about public restroom by the parking lot? That kind of makes sense. I'll have a chessboard. Is that not close enough to... This is close enough to a road. Come on. I don't know. It kind of seems like a fun thing you'd have at a uni, you know? Alright, fine. I was actually going to, instead of doing all that, I was actually just going to get some decorative stuff. Where are the props? Like this kind of guy, maybe get a few of these. Now we obviously need some trees here. So what I'm going to do is suburb foliage. We're just going to turn the density way down. Okay. Yeah, the density, like I said, way down. Okay, that's a little bit much. Like way down. It's better, not quite. Like way down. I also could just turn the strength down, but I like the density. Okay, 2% is as low as I can go. That's actually not too bad. Now, obviously, I'm just going to basically do a smattering of trees. Obviously, it's overlapping a lot of pathways and stuff, but I'm going to go back through and just clean that up. This is just so we can have some sort of stuff going on. Okay, density, I'm going to go... I don't know why I went to 100%, to be honest. It doesn't matter. All right, so let's go down to a roadside, which is what, like 16 or something? Yeah, you know, a little bit bigger than that. Nope, too big. There we go. And we just hold down right click over the roads. And obviously inside any of the buildings that I might have accidentally gone into. Probably in here somewhere. There we go. Over the pathways. There we go. Yeah. Hey, beautiful. Now we just have some trees around the place. Now, again, by no means final. Literally everything will probably change as soon as we get more buildings to place. But it just makes it feel a little bit more alive, having actual trees and not a big empty piece of grass. Like, that already looks like it fits the city better. The tree line around the side is probably a little harsh right now. But I think once we get some more buildings in here, it'll probably look pretty good. All right, so how long in this school year we got left? We got another 13 weeks, not too bad. Let's have a look at public transport. So essentially the only place we can take public transport is into this circle road. Or like, I guess down the side road here maybe. But let's go, so pretty much all over here, by the way, has no public transport. So it's kind of a good opportunity to get a new bus line anyway. So I guess it makes sense to go from near this train station and then maybe come through to the university and then just down in this area and back. So it's a pretty short bus line, but I think that's what we'll do. I might potentially... I thought I might have had a bus road that had like a 4-lane bus lane road. I did not download that. I downloaded the 4-lane road that had bus lanes, but also has tram tracks, which I don't want trams. Okay, never mind. Let's just build bus line. So, bus line, let's say we already got to stop there. We got to stop here. It's already pretty busy. You know what? Maybe a 4-lane road would be good. You know what? Let's do that. Let's go. Actually, I don't know why I paused. I really shouldn't pause. I need the game to progress. I'm going to make this a 4-lane road. Just in this section. Let's have a look. Do my buses work? They do. I want the buses to only use the outer lanes and no cars to use those. So, what I'm going to do... stop pausing. I got to stop doing that. Let's say... So, what we're going to do... No buses on this middle lane. No buses on this middle lane, and no cars on this lane or this lane. That effectively makes those mandatory bus lanes. Now, this bus is going to have to turn left, which is fine, because I'm going to give it the ability to turn right. Now, probably stupid, realistically speaking. You know what? Actually, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to do it this way. So the bus can go pretty much every direction, and same with that. So yeah, realistically speaking, you wouldn't have a bus turning right from the left-hand lane, but it's City Skyline, so who cares? And I think the other way was fine, so I don't think I need to change that. Although cars will want to be able to go straight or left, so I'll give... Because the middle lane is where cars are, so they can go every direction. Otherwise, they're going to get stuck going the wrong way. Ah, stop pausing. Sorry, it's force of habit to pause when I'm changing like infrastructure. Yeah, there we go. So now that gives these side lanes, obviously, you know, police cars, emergency vehicles can use it too. That's why it's using it. Then we just jump onto here. I'm going to do a little old Philly fill. like this. Now, have I made, oh, I did. I was gonna say, have I made a custom bus lane thing somewhere? I have. Did it here, because I just want to copy the color, because that color I quite like. So, I'm going to jump on here. Fillers, I'm just going to grab just the color, because the whole road's completely different, so I'm not going to get any of that. Go back over here. Nope, over here. Here we go. And we're going to go here. And filler, this is going to be solid, and we're going to say paste. There you go. And then we're going to do the same sort of bus lane thing over here. So this just saves me downloading a bus lane road, which I probably should just download a bus lane road. Which I do want to do. I just haven't obviously done it. I'm going to copy this whole segment, paste it all here. And, apply. Yep. So now, hey, get out of that lane. That might have just done that because I was messing with the road. At least I hope so, because it was definitely supposed to be bus lane only. Let's see. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, so no cars, obviously. Oh, you know what? Okay, yeah. No delivery vehicles either. Sorry, I forgot to do that bit. So no delivery vehicles. Because we don't have any zoning there, so they don't need to use that lane anyway. Except for maybe that, but it should be right. No garbage trucks. Emergency vehicles can use it, taxis and all that. No delivery of garbage trucks. Okay, that should stop it now. Yay, that looks good. I like that. I like that. So that's where my buses go. Now, that gives me more space to add another bus stop. Which I guess... It has to share one of these, though, which is fine. I will share... Okay, I'm trying to create... Hang on. Yeah, create new line. We're going to start here outside the... You know what? No, I'm going to start on the other side of the road. Because I want to go toward the university anyway. Come on. Come on. Come. Okay. It's really hard, guys. You know. No. Oh. Just add. There. Yes. Okay. There. We're gonna go straight into the university. Straight to there. And then maybe also. Something here is kind of useless. You know what? I'm going to stop here, so then they could walk there, and then I'm going to stop up here, because then that services all that. Okay. And then, so we need to basically give a bus line for this whole neighborhood too, so that's also, oh my gosh, can we not merge over? We have to go left. That's not good. Can the bus really not do a merge there? Oh, yeah, there's no merging. Okay, you can change lanes when you go across there. That should allow the bus to do that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's better, because that is ridiculous. Okay, I guess we'll follow this main road, and then I'm going to come back down through here. No, we need to kind of go back the same way, don't we? Let's go to this ferry stop. Oh, I also have to redo the ferries, because they're completely useless now. But if we put a ferry stop like here, and like here and here. Like, the way that it's built now doesn't make any sense anymore because it's way slower to do this ferry than just drive or get some other form of public transport. So we'll have to redo those two at some point. All right, so I'm going to come down this main road. We'll come back out here. That's fine. We'll go to here. We'll go to... Actually, we'll have to come... We'll go down this road because if we go down this road, we won't be able to come back out this way. So we're going to go down here and head down to the ferry stop. So we'll stop there. Then this comes back. Yeah, so that works fine. We're going to come back into the university, which in this case, let's go the other way. Okay, I want to... Oh, that's a one-way road. I totally forgot about that being a one-way road. Okay, we'll stop there and then stop there. Yeah, there you go. And then... Oh, geez. Okay, we've got to do a big sort of loop-de-loop to get back to there, which is fine. In the meantime, we'll come down here and we'll stop somewhere in the neighborhood. Bus stop there, and we'll bus stop there, and then join up. All right, so this is our little university connector. This is just going to be school bus. No, let's do bendy butt. Just bus. Just bus is fine. This is going to be, we could do a green line. Yeah, so a green line. How many buses do we need? 79 at the first stop? Okay, we need a few buses. Let's try 6. It's not a huge line. Let's try that. I'm gonna guess it's just a lot of people waiting here, yep, to go to university. I feel like there should be a crossing in the middle of this road somewhere, and maybe I want to get rid of that one. Oh, no, that one's fine. Nah, I'm not gonna bother doing another crossing. Although, actually, this pathway is like right... You know, there should be a crossing here as well. I think we should have one. Hang on. Right here, where this... We already have a node here, we might as well add a crossing. Whoops. No, crossing. Yeah, there you go. May as well. That's what I say. So width should be about that. Yeah, why not? You know, why not? And then they can cross here. You know what, I might even... Should I slide that to more line up with that? Is anyone going to use that, by the way? Or is that just pointless? Did I not need to do that? Oh no, they're using it. Okay, I'm happy with that. Good, someone's using it. I mean, because these two crossings have traffic lights, so I would have thought they would want to use this one more. Although it should probably be here. So maybe I can slide it. Let's give it a little slippery dip. So we're gonna turn on snapping. Nope, don't pause. What is ooh. There you go. To there. Do those bus stops still work? Let's just check. Where am I going? Yeah. They do. It's just obviously further slid up this way now a little bit, which is fine. This yellow one's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's all good. It's just like a smaller space that they sort of pull up in now. But I'm wondering if they'll use that more now, or if that's... I mean, some people are using it. Alright, where are my green buses at? Where do the buses spawn again, by the way? Don't they spawn, like, super far away somewhere? Where did I build the bus depot? I don't know. Was it over here? I have no idea. I mean, I could just look it up, I guess. Isn't it visible when I have like this selected? Oh, there it is. Yeah, they spawn over here. Okay, it'll take a while. Oh, here we go. Here we got a green bus. We got a green bus. So that's going to come around, start going there. Now, did this... Oh, this leveled up. What the heck? Oh, did that like pop up and because I thought something happened, but I didn't see it. Okay, here we go. We had 3 academic works, 1,700 students, campus attractiveness, plus 200. And now we've got the cafeteria, the fountain, gymnasium, outdoor study, and just some other stuff. Cool. Fantastic. Oh, I had the don't notify thing on. Fair enough. I must have turned that on once we played with it enough. Okay, that's why I didn't see it. Okay, fair enough. That was my fault. Okie dokie. So let's get some of the new stuff in. So we got the study hall. We need the, what's this? Outdoor study. Whoa, okay. You know what? This could actually be really cool in the national park. Oh my gosh, this is actually an epic idea. Now, question, can the campus area overlap a national park? It can't. But it's going to be like in the national, like it's in the national park, but it's obviously like not. I think we're going to do an outdoor study area up here because I think that could be really cool. What is it going to look like if I have this up here? Oh, it's like concrete paths. Okay, that's not what I thought it was. I thought it was like, it kind of looks like, who is attending this? Get out of here. Can I change them? Is that a thing it will let me do? It would just be magical if I could. I know I can use, I think you can use move it to select nodes. Can you or not? I guess it's not real. Okay. All right, let's forget that. Forget that. It's out. Tossed. Okay, unpause. What else we got? Gymnasium. Let's get that in somewhere. So this could go, that could go here. Kind of looks like a good spot. Maybe here, actually. Actually, that's kind of nice. I kind of like it there. Yeah, that's not bad. How many people does this fit? 300 students additionally. Pretty good. Let's just clear out the middle of that building of trees. There we go. And then we've also got cafeteria. Now, if I turn off anarchy, where can this actually place? Turn off collision too. Oh, you know what? I had collision off. That's probably why that building placed there. I like it there, though, to be fair. I think it kind of works. I mean, I could probably adjust it a bit so you don't see that. I thought it was weird that they could join there. But I didn't really think about it that hard. So I was like, okay. Anyway, collision off. Here could be nice. Is that too close to like this? No, it's not. I think it's alright. It's kind of around the quad. Yeah. I like this. That's alright. It's like sort of opens out onto the quad. You have these little umbrellas here. That's kind of nice. I actually feel like this building should be facing this way. Because I don't think it looks the best the other way. This, I think, looks better. No, there's some little shrubs on the pathway there. I might need to get rid of those. That's pretty good, because this is a pretty busy area of the campus. I think that makes sense. And then we've also got the fountain. Does that fit here? It does. Okay. Well, it's got to go right here then. Like, that just makes sense. And then that's kind of it for the new buildings, right? Yeah. Well, except for the outdoor study area, which is big. And not really, I don't think it's really going to fit into this campus. Unless we put it somewhere else, like up here. But I'm not going to put it up there. This is good. It's coming along. Look at our little campus. I kind of want, I think you can get these tiles out of Find It, can't you? In like, oh no, decal, tile. Actually, I think it's just in the park menu, isn't it? Now that I think about it. Isn't it just one of these? I feel like it's just in here. Let's see. Decals. Okay, it's not in there. Props and vanilla. So we got like this, which is obviously not the right one, but I feel like it's one of them. Oh, props. We've got those tiles. We've got these ones. Dang it. Oh, these ones. How is this? Oh, wait. Wrong one. I was like, how is that Steam Workshop? I swear you can get those tiles. I don't know where, though. Yeah, well. You put a biodome in. For this thing, a vertical farm. Nah. Alright. As far as the university goes, we have now 1,700 students. Out of 2,000, by the way. Our capacity is really big. But have we burnt through our pool of students already? Is that something we've done? University. Oh no, but there's still a lot of eligible. High school and elementary, it looks like we need some more of that. So maybe let's just get those numbers up. So where are we lacking? Pretty much all of here. Well, at least coverage-wise. I think it's fine though, because I mean, they're all blue. There's like a couple of reds. It's going to be more over here. Yeah, the downtown and in here a little bit too. So let's get elementary. There was that custom one I had, isn't there? Hayes Elementary. Let's try this. What does this look like? It's pretty cool. A little low rise though for the downtown is a problem. Other thing I've been doing is like, you can see here at the bottom of this big building, I actually like splicing a Best Buy and this other store, Ashley. Because I thought it looked kind of cool having different shop fronts down the bottom. So that's something we could potentially do, but I think this school has a little bit more detail on it than some of the other stuff maybe. Could be on the waterfront. It needs to be around here somewhere though. There was also, isn't this, no, community? Oh yeah, alternative to elementary. So this will count as elementary school. So we could use this. Maybe near this area. We do have, oh that's the elementary school right there we have. As well. Which is fine, I actually don't mind that there, but we need more. Oh yeah, I added some more buildings around this little plaza, like the old, really old school looking buildings. I think it looks sweet. You guys don't understand how much of a tough decision it is of where to put an elementary school. Because this is like literally downtown. Like I don't think it should be there. Maybe it should be more, maybe over here. We might be able to, it's such a random spot. I'm just gonna put it there because we'll have to figure it out. We'll have to figure it out. Let's have a look. That adds more capacity. That should help with those guys. We need another one up here somewhere too, I think. This one definitely fits better in this area, which is good. Kind of like it on the waterfront. There's no other buildings on the water except for the little elementary school. That's pretty cool. Can we get maybe another one back here too? Because there's all these buildings. Maybe by this park and by the theater. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, that gives us plenty of capacity. Now, high school wise, let me grab out a high school that I want to place. So we haven't used this one yet, I don't think. It has 2,000 capacity. It's kind of nuts. So this is probably a good one to use. It's pretty big but low rise, which is nice. But where could it go? Probably... Could it be near the stadium? No, I don't want to put it there. It'd be like over here somewhere, to be honest. Near Bedford. So Bedford will develop soon into like more suburbs, not like those ones. Probably just something like this. It will just sort of become a bit more dense. So I think maybe having a high school around here somewhere could be good. So I'm just gonna put it here. Look, this is all subject to change, but we just kind of need it at the moment, so I'm just gonna put them in. It's alright, obviously we need some more trees and stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, if you do end up using anything from my asset list, you'll probably notice that there's a lot of stuff missing. And by when I say missing, I mean like this asset probably would have come with a bunch of trees or little props around it, but I haven't downloaded them, and I kind of do that on purpose for a lot of stuff because it means that we can add in our own, you know, trees from our map without having to remove them manually, you know. So we just do stuff like this, sort of blend it in a little bit better. Also means we could add our own parking lots and stuff around it, and you know, all that kind of stuff. So that's why it probably looks a bit more blank than it would do otherwise. But yeah, beautiful. Now this is kind of random because this has no public. That's what we need to do. Public transport over here too. I guess we could do. This looks great. I'm still not convinced by this building, especially the path around it. But this area looks great. How are these buses going, by the way? Let me have a look at this line. We definitely have more bus. Oh, you know what? Actually, we could probably remove one bus, I think. Maybe 5 buses. Because they're pretty good. Like, yeah, there's a few people at subs. There's still 10 people on that bus. It's actually not too bad. Are there that many people cycling? There are a few people cycling. Although the bus stops are in the cycle lane, so not great, is it? Not ideal, but you know. Whatevs. Alright, public transport, whilst we're waiting for another academic school year, because we should... We get another one, we should... Oh wait, we need more campus attractiveness. Dang it. Okay, hang on. That's actually really annoying. Wait, as far as attractiveness goes, what adds to it? Is it just campus buildings? Can I... Okay. Because I say, can we just put parks in here, or do I have to do more campus buildings? Let's see. So this is student capacity 0. Great. This is capacity... Well, hang on. Well, what is the attractiveness then? Is it some of these buildings? It doesn't seem to say. Oh, unless I click on it here. I'm not sure. Okay, let me just test. Okay, I'm not sure. So, because I thought it used to tell you if you hovered over this, but it doesn't seem to be telling me. Like if I just put a regular park in here, will that count? Oh, not there. Sorry. Like if I just say this, does that help my campus? 355. Okay, it definitely does not. So let's get rid of that. So obviously it has to be campus buildings, which, hey, look, I knew that, but I was just trying to get away with not doing any more. Study hall, we could do, I don't know, maybe another, no, we can't do another gym. Fountain, I guess really, the obvious building is to put this, but it's so big. It's just too big for this. I mean, maybe here, let's do it here for now. It's kind of overlapping, as you can tell, but let's just put it there for now. I'll slide it a little bit because we can probably overlap it a bit more. I don't mind that it's cutting into that building, that's fine. Might lower it a little bit though, can I? Yeah, there we go, just a little bit. Okay, little outdoor study area. So this should help. 380? Oh my gosh. I guess I just need a lot more, like, probably just dorms, to be honest. Maybe another dormitory somewhere we could do. The problem I have with the dormitories is they're really quite tall. And we are kind of in the suburbs. So I really don't want buildings that are that tall. But I guess it's for the greater good. I might actually... Can I just slice it into here again? Because I actually kind of... If this is here, does this work? Do we like that? Or is that... Are we getting ridiculous? I mean, like, I don't mind this all being one building. I personally don't mind it. But does that annoy you guys, having all these buildings in there? Like, I don't want to just, like, overlay buildings, like, on top of, like, putting, like, multiple on top of this, which we could do. We could put, like, you know, 2 or 3 dormitories on top of one, for example. But I don't really want to do that. I don't mind doing this kind of thing, because it kind of makes the building look more interesting. But did that actually help? 405. Man, it doesn't add much, does it? But I remember this problem from before, because the problem is we end up having so much capacity. Now, do any of these increase attractiveness? Visiting scholars, faculty bonus. Oh, attractiveness. Oh, the universal education. That's attractiveness by 20%. That is not worth it. Let's give a scientific study some money. There you go. Okay, 405. I guess the other thing is we just need to maybe have satellite campus, like have some more stuff like further away. Okay, we can do it though. We can get this one. I could probably just do more groundskeeping. Let's do another futsal club. It's a bit random, but let's get it out over here. We'll swap these buildings out later. We do some more groundskeeping. A little building. Maybe here. Not too bad. How's that? There you go. 500. Wait, which one added the most? Was it? Let me get rid of that. Hang on. Okay, I'll put that back. Okay, what if I... Whoops. Oops. Oops. Get rid of... Oh. What? Wait, what did I just delete? Oh, I deleted it. The truck? What the heck? No. What the heck? Alright, what does that do? 480. Okay, so the futsal club really did the most. So I'm just gonna have a second futsal club. Yeah, it's super popular here at university, so there you go. Alright, let's wait till this year is done, and then we'll probably wrap up this episode. Because we'll hopefully get another level up, and then we can figure out some more buildings going on here. As far as everything else in the city, oh no, these have all leveled up, and I've got to fix these suburbs at some point, because all these buildings are just all the same. All the same. The houses are mostly okay, like the houses are fine, they're different enough, but these commercial buildings are all identical all along there, and it's so annoying. It annoys me way too much. I mean, I guess we don't look at it all the time, but I know that they're like that, you know, so I know they're there. Alright, how are we going for the rest of the education in the city? Oh, I guess I have to just click on it here. Elementary, good. High school, good. And then university is good too. We probably could use more public libraries as always, but we'll leave it for now. This is great. This whole city is going so well. I know that's kind of funny. I said the city's going so well as I click on this and the roads are like all bright red. But I actually this is one of my favorite things about city building games is seeing all this traffic on the roads. Like I like it so much more than having no traffic. Obviously I don't want things like probably over here. I do need to come back to this road. This single lane of traffic, I don't like seeing that. If they're using all the lanes, I love it. Like over here, that looks great to me. I love that. This single lane is, and also you can see them despawning because they're like, nope. Okay, I don't love that. I love this, like look how busy it is, you know, and this here, these 2 lanes, yeah, really good. I love seeing all this kind of stuff. Okay, well, we don't have any public transport down here. Let's start doing a tram while we're waiting for the rest of the school year to go, because that's what I wanted to do. So let's run a tram up this road. So we're gonna use this one. I'm actually wondering if we need more lanes on this. Actually, I don't think we do. All right, so we're gonna connect to, well, where's this tram line gonna go to? Probably down to the waterfront. So I'm not sure how we're gonna turn around yet. So we're just gonna start from there, run through the downtown. Let me just go regular upgrade so we don't mess up this road. But this also has bus stops on it too, doesn't it? That's fine. And then we're gonna come straight down this main road. Oh my gosh, look at all those cars figuring out where they're parked as I'm doing this. Ugh, this could be a bit of a nightmare. We'll see how all that works, I'm not sure. Comes through here and going to keep going down this road. Keep going down this road. Hopefully I'm not messing anything up, but we'll find out. Okay, so this is where I decided that it may be a bit too complicated to run down this road because we've got all these lanes that I sort of organized. So maybe we come down here and go down here. Obviously I need to make this road bigger. It's too small at the moment. So we'll try maybe. So we're going to use this one. It has dedicated tram lines in the middle. So we're going to go down to only one lane either direction, which is not as good, but whatevs. And then we're going to go up this little road, which I guess I'm going to have to make the road bigger because otherwise we're just not going to fit. Does this road fit? Kind of. I think I need to move some of these buildings. And then we're going to try and bridge here. Obviously we'll have to move that building, but I think this could potentially be very cool. Yeah, I think we got potential. Now, it's actually not too bad. Oh, these trees I just placed. I can just get rid of this. I thought they were part of a building. No, that's fine. Let's just slide those around. This building could go... Oh, we've got loads of room. Oh, that's actually perfect. There's actually no problems. And yeah, loads of room behind it too. Oh, great. I really didn't... Okay, that's fine. I didn't need a small road here. I think it was just for aesthetic purposes. Okie dokie. So... Well, this building's got to go. That one's right in the way. So we're just going to remove that one. And let's see if we can get this tram to head up and over this road. So we're going to go to tram tracks. We're going to go straight through here. I think there's actually a pathway here, which I'm going to just keep if I can, because I don't feel the need to remove it. I think 5 meters is actually enough to get over a road, but the base of this thing is so thick. Like the tram track is so thick. Now, there's obviously a pathway there, so I need to make sure this where I'm putting this pillar is not like completely visually blocking it. Okay, no, that's gotta go there. I think I just need to move this pathway. Basically, okay, I'll move the pathway later. That's fine. Does this have a cool bridge, by the way? Because that'd be sweet. No, it doesn't. That's really lame. Now, is this high enough over the road? I think so. Yeah. Looks like plenty of room. Okie dokie. And then I guess we're just going to come down here. Just like that. And then we'll just run along the waterfront, come down here. My intersection. I'm going to have to destroy that. Or I just come around the school maybe and... Oh, I'll still have to go to that intersection, won't I? Or we come here and just do a turnaround. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I don't know if I like this. Oh, this is actually good. It acts as a pedestrian bridge too. That's handy. I actually kind of like that. I forgot about that. Forgot about that little bonus. Oh yeah, that's already better. And let's also slope it. Yeah, that's better. That's better. I'm gonna do the same on this one. Bend, slope. Yeah, sort of just give. Oh, are we a bit low now? We might actually be a little low here. Just a smidge higher. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. It gives us a bit more headroom. Now, there's pathway underneath here, so let me just... I said I was trying to keep those, but I'm going to get rid of them because they're in a really bad spot right now. Because, I mean, I guess we don't really need that. To be honest, that was only there so they could get to this bridge. And now we have this bridge, so I don't know if we even really need that, but I'm going to put it back anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one, go on the ground, and just turn off snapping. I said turn off snapping. I said turn off snapping. Actually, you know what? I'm going to turn it on. No, I don't. Why was it snapping? I don't even know what it's snapping to there. I'm going to come down here because we can still, I think, get under here nicely. It's fine. And then that'll go to here somewhere and join up to the road. And then we could probably have a little pathway here. Obviously, it's a little thin, but, you know, people can definitely fit through there if it was real, so I'm not too worried about that. Move some of these around there. Obviously, these bushes are going to go. Get rid of those. I'll do something else there later. Get rid of that. Alright, so now I can still walk through there and actually get up over to this bridge. That's pretty cool. Alright, down here, I think, because this is... well, I was going to say the main road. It's not really a main road. But I will do... a tram... with dedicated tram tracks and traffic lanes. so that we can have both cars and trams driving down here peacefully in harmony together. Alright, then at this point, we need the bigger road that has tram tracks in it. Oh, actually not that road. Oh wait, that's an asset on the workshop. There's one that goes in the middle of this road, but that's a custom one. Okay, I'll just have to use this one for now. I'll change it later. Oh my gosh. Look at it. The smart AI parking thing as it calculates. Okay, so at this point, I guess I'm gonna just... What do I do here? What do I do here, guys? Either we go around the block. That's a smaller road, though. We either go around the block or I do a weird little loop. The loop's going to be so ugly, though, so let's not do that. I've already decided, let's not do that. Let's just try to go around the block here. So let's go. Man, look, we're almost at 40,000. I guess now the thing is, so we actually had a lot of buildings that had plenty of room for more people to live, but they weren't living there because, you know, there was other things in the city that we needed to level up. For example, university. Now that we have that, there's more desire for those buildings to fill out. So I think they are filling out now, which is kind of cool. It'd be nice as well to have a tram line going further down this way, but for now, we're not going to do that. Okay, so that all connects through here. Now down the very end, we got to figure out what's going on down here. I think at the moment, it's just going to do an awkward turnaround, which, yeah, I know it's not ideal, but I think we'll just do that for now so that it has an end point. But obviously at some point, it'll probably go down this road, you know, and do something. So let's go here. We're going to go... Oh, I don't think I can do a... Can I do a tram? What is this called? One-way tram track. Is that even an option in here? Actually, I don't think it matters, does it? Can't I just do... I'm gonna say, yeah, 2-lane road. I think I just upgrade to the tram track, can't I? Like if I just do this, can I just upgrade to it? Oh, I can. Cool. That's fine. Alright, obviously there's too much junk in my trunk here, so can I... Oh. Hello? I can't... Okay. When I say junk in my trunk, I obviously mean... Oh, what is this stuff? Props? Oh, it's all props, that's why. There we go. Alright, so that'll just turn around there. Obviously, not ideal, but it is what it is. We'll obviously make that look better later on. So this goes all the way down the road. This actually joins here. Look at these tram tracks here. Actually, I'll wait till I put trams on the line before... Actually, you know what? So what we can do... So our tram depot's over here. So obviously the tram depot needs to connect to these tracks. So I'm going to have the tram depot allowed to connect if it goes this way. And obviously that goes straight because it needs it for that line. But this is not going to connect any other way. And then from here, this one only needs to go there. This one only needs to go there. And then this one only needs to go there. There's no other connection that we need because if we have a look at the actual tram line... Yeah, it goes straight that way. And obviously we're going to add one here. So all this does is add a connection to the depot. Which actually, you know what? Having said that, I need one to get back to the depot in case we ever need to do that. So that's all we need. So that gives a connection to the depot and from the depot to this tram line. Okay. So tram line. I guess on this thing somewhere. We'll stop there. Why not? I'm not going to stop where that bus is. We'll stop a little further down. We'll stop there. We'll stop on this bridge, so it's kind of near that one. We'll obviously stop near Central Station somewhere. How far down should we go? Well, the entrance is here, so we should stop somewhere near there. Maybe after that intersection, so just there. We're going to stop just after this intersection as well. That might be too close, but I'll try it. We'll go somewhere near this intersection as well. Maybe this little section. Down here somewhere. Right here, so these are a little closer together, but there's a lot of buildings here, so I think that makes sense. Right there. Yeah, this one. Just kind of going near all the intersections, and then this one will actually be further back, just so we can sort of... It also kind of connects to this bridge, so people might cross over to get to this train. You know what? Actually, I'll put it there. So it's right near that bridge. I think it's kind of good. That one, that stop kind of seems really close now. Like, do we really need to come down and stop right here? I might move it. Oh, that one's really close. Okay, I'm going to just do one stop there. And then skip that one. I might have gone a little stop happy there. Alright, let's come back down this way. Some of these corners are really sharp. I'm going to try and smooth them out as well. We'll see how that goes. Not promising anything great, but we'll try. And join up. So this is going to have the E2, which I think is the big trams. Yeah, because this could be pretty busy. Let's go, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 trams, maybe? 6, yeah, look, these are already filling up really quick. I'm going to do 6 and see what happens. So the E2 are the same trams that we have running on the stadium line. So we'll see those come out. So it's these ones here. Now, I am a little concerned they might be too big for some of the stops that we have. But we'll see. Now, the sharp corners, like here, we can try and actually smooth these out by increasing the radius of this setback. And you can see that's a much nicer curve. Like this one here looks kind of ridiculous. That's like really sharp. Let's really try and bring that back. That's a much, see, look at that curve. That's so much nicer and wider. I don't know, it just seems a little bit more realistic. And then this one's a bit harder because we're kind of on a bridge. I don't know how well this is going to work. But we'll try. Oh yeah, that totally worked. That's like so much better already. That's fine. Oh, and then here, so wait, which way are we going? Because I'll set up the connection so we have it going the right way. So we only need a left-hand turn here, and that's it. So let's only have the left. Oh, wait, this isn't going to work because this is a traffic lane too. That's annoying. Dang it. So okay. Okay, you can go every direction. That's fine. All right, here we can do it though because we have a dedicated tram track. That's gonna go there. That's gonna go there. Because then we will have this extra turn here that we don't need, but that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Speaking of which, let's actually try and make that a little smoother. Yeah, that's better. Nice. And then here as well. Bring it back. Bring that one back. Actually, I don't think we really need to bring this one back. It's more this one. Yeah. Whoa, look at this one. Also gotta make sure I'm not cutting off any like buildings. I mean, there's a tree right there. It's really close, but I think it's okay. The tree is like right there, but it kind of fits. There we go. I think all those corners are a little bit more realistic now. I don't know. They might still need to be a bit wider, realistically speaking, but should be alright. So here comes this tram, skipping every single stop. It's going to stop 19. Oh, great. So it's doing the... I hate this. It does the whole circuit, skips like every single stop until it gets back over there. Yeah, we got this nice little tram bridge now. This is good. See, let's take... Hey guys, see ya. Yeah, I'm empty, but I'm not stopping here. Oh yeah, there's also a comment... Well, there's a lot of comments. There was a comment last time about why haven't I made this beach into a park? It's just because I haven't built it yet. That's literally the only reason. We will eventually, much like this park. How's this going? We've got to be close. Okay, we're nearly at the new year. We have the student capacity. We have the attractiveness. So we should get to the, what's this level? Recognized status. Oh wait, these are all right. That's just saying what I am. Whatever's above recognized. I don't know. But we should be able to get to that really soon, which is great. Now, public transport wise, I think, I mentioned this before, I think I need to redo some of the bus lines in the city area. But we're looking pretty good. So we got a tram line, well, we got 3 tram lines, one coming to the stadiums, one coming from, or going through Myrtle down to the stadiums, and then one coming from Coleridge Park, Primrose Hills, past Central Station, down through the downtown, which is great. And then I definitely think, obviously, another one through the downtown at some point would be good. Probably... Maybe, yeah, it'd be a different line. It wouldn't be this line. It'd be another one coming along the waterfront probably. Or even through the middle somewhere. But I think we got pretty good coverage going on here, which is really nice. Alright, just killing time. Ends in 1 week. We're like right there. Really close. Okay, ends in 0 weeks. I thought after 1 it would have just ended, but I guess not. Also, our expenses... You know what? We actually would be making money if we weren't spending 20 grand on academic works. So this would actually be a profitable university if we weren't investing into it. Which is kind of cool. It's kind of cool to think about, actually. Yay! Level 3. Let's go. So now... Okay, let me have actually look at what it got. Oh my gosh, we need 900? We have enough students though, which is good. So we are now... Wait, what are we now? Renowned, which is pretty exciting. So we need to place, I guess, all these buildings. Academic Statue 1, University Library, Math Club, School of Medicine. Pretty cool. But I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that for another time. But look, we don't have a big empty gap in the middle of our city anymore. Oh, this is so much fun. Guys, you know what, guys? This is just so much fun. Thank you for enjoying these videos and letting me play this game. I know saying letting me play this game sounds weird, but I mean it like, it's really nice to have all of you guys hanging out with me while I'm playing City Skylines. I mean, I would just play this by myself if no one wanted to watch anyway. No, I don't know what I'm saying. I just appreciate it. You know, it's been really nice being able to play this game and just chilling out. I know we've been going slow. At the end of the day, well, we're part 18. This is as far as we got. So thank you for letting me take my time and just enjoy it. It's been fun. And with that, this series has now come to a close. We will no longer be doing any more cities. No, I'm kidding, of course. Of course, I'm kidding. There's so much more to do. And I'm so excited. This is the series we started with the airports DLC. We haven't built an airport with the airports DLC, which I think at this point, we've kind of decided it's going to be out over here. Obviously, that's not going to be anytime soon. It's going to be like how I said, it's going to be there. Like with the university, we're like, yeah, it's going to be there, but it'll be like another 20 episodes till we get to it, probably. It's so much fun. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave your comments and suggestions down below. And have an awesome day.